Nick July 4. He's got a top 5 tips list that you might keep in mind when you're uploading videos to YouTube, and I'm sure you've done that more than a few times. You may be addicted to YouTube. I know I am. Can't get enough of it. I can even get YouTube on my iPhone. I'm a junkie. Ow, that hurt. Most people on the internet go to YouTube, as Nick July 4 writes, or have gone to it, or are going to it in sometime in the future, and uploading videos to YouTube. There are some tips I've come up with when doing that. Tip number 1, when uploading a video, keep in mind the 10-minute limit that YouTube has on all uploaded videos that are uploaded by newer YouTube accounts, as in if you weren't grandfathered in and had signed up for YouTube before they had the limitation. If your video ends up being too long, you can always cut the unimportant stuff off and cut out the waiting times if you're doing a video on video games, computer applications, etc. But when you get into a fix where your video is 11 minutes long and there's nothing left you want to cut out, you can try to record your videos as fast as you can without going so fast that no one can understand you. Tip number 2. When you want to make one of those long 30-minute videos and can't because of the 10-minute limit, you can always break up the video into 10-minute segments each, or make each segment even, or at least almost even, with the other segments in your video. Like if it's 11 minutes long, you can make the first segment 6 minutes and have the second 5-minute segment, rather than having one 10-minute video and one video that's only a minute or less, which people are less likely to watch. Actually, I'd argue against that. I hate when I see a video online that says part 1 of 3. Because inevitably, I always find part 3 of 3, and then I can never find 1 or 2. You know what I'm talking about? So if you can't get it in 10 minutes or less, don't do it. If you have the limitation, of course. Tip number 3. When breaking up videos, it's important to know the stuff that you're going to put in each segment. So you'll need to edit and organize the parts of your video. The best way to organize those parts is from most important to least. This way, the people who see your video get the most important information and don't even have to watch the second segment. Well, that's true, but then at that point, why would they watch the second segment? If you're going to break it up into 3, make sure each video stands alone, even if you break it in 2. Each one should stand well enough on its own so that they don't even need to know that there's another video. If they do, hey, great, but if not, it's no big deal. Tip number 4. Another thing to remember when breaking up videos is to make sure to let your viewers know that there's a second part to it by putting the text in at the end of the segments, or telling them to watch the second segment and what they should expect when they watch that next segment, or what to watch for. And then leave it as a video response to the first video. This is something you can do in YouTube. You can view any video, including your own, and leave a video response to that video. So sometimes you'll see some of my videos I've done. I go in there after a new video has been uploaded, and I leave that new video as a video response to an old video. So the people who are watching the old video will find out about the new video. So it's kind of like cross-linking promotion that you can do, and all it takes is just leaving a video response to any one of your videos. So, for example, if you have part 1 there, then you can leave 2 or 3 or 4, etc., as a response to that part 1, so that people don't have to look very far to find the follow-up videos. Tip number 5, when uploading videos that have either no audio or videos that have some background audio that you don't want your viewers to hear, add music that relates to the video you're recording. So if you're going to upload a video of you speed beating the new Super Mario Brothers on your DS and you want to cut the audio and replace it with music, you should replace it with music that relates to Mario or is in some way similar to it, not just some random, he notes an artist's song. This will ensure that your viewers are more comfortable watching the video and won't drive them away from having to mute their speakers. I can't tell you how many times I've looked at videos like this and had to mute my speakers because of it. Maybe you didn't like the music. Or more importantly, here's the problem. If you use someone else's music that you don't have the rights to use, expect that at some point in the future it's going to get yanked. It's one of the biggest reasons why I don't have a lot of music playing in my videos, because I don't have the rights to play back the music. Unless, of course, people have been giving me like Jody Ganant. She gave me the rights to play her music. I just really haven't done it because I'm waiting to get the right video for her style. She's a bohemian geek. That's her style. I love that style. Bonus tip! When uploading a video to YouTube, you should always get the best quality possible on the YouTube front. The format that works best in their converting process, that keeps most of the quality, is the MPEG-4, the MP4 format. In fact, the only way to get your video to show up on the iPhone, if it's been uploaded to YouTube, specifically through the iPhone YouTube app, is if it's in MP4 format when you upload it. It's very, very important. So even though you may like the Windows media video, WMB file format. You've seen it before, especially if you're a Windows user. That's the file format that is exported out from Windows Movie Maker. You could upload that format to YouTube, but you're still better off converting that to MP4 in one way, shape, or form through software either on the web or software on your desktop, Mac, PC, Linux. Doesn't really matter at that point. Yes, MP4, FTW. Someone needs to come up with an FTW file format. You know? That'd be great. I don't know what it would be at this point, but a .ftw file, if you're on it, thanks Google. Always count on Google. That's the one thing I've learned. I'm right now interacting with chat. They're, talking here. See, it's not just me recording these videos and uploading them to YouTube. And yes, I can upload longer than 10 minutes, which you may have seen happen before in my account. I've been doing YouTube for quite a while. As I said, it's like a drug. Sorry, I'm not trying to make light of any iPhone addicts. And if this is the way you're addicted to the iPhone, you've got a problem. Bigger problem than me actually recording that and uploading it to the internet. I'm, of course, not advocating any kind of iPhone or YouTube abuse at all, whatsoever. But I am advocating good videos and good behavior when uploading videos to YouTube or any other video network. If you've got any other top 5 tips that I might share with the rest of the community, feel free to pass them along. You can email my YouTube account. However, I'm not very likely to see it. And if I do, I see them, but I just don't respond to them because the YouTube email system is kind of wonky. It's a bit of a kludge. And so you can email me instead. My real email address is chris@pirillo.com, as you've likely seen pop up here in the live chat here. That's the pointy chat music. It's not really music, it's more like a sound effect. It's a really bad one at that. So I'm going to close this video, but before I do, I'm going to instruct you, it's more like an asking, a begging, really, to come by the chat room. We're typically talking tech 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, at live.pirillo.com.